Hold on one second. How are you guys? Thank you so much for joining me. I am Cerise Fairfax. This is my channel. And we are live right now from Sosua Beach. I just want to show you guys where we're at before we get into the topic of the day because you know how we do it. And today is so much more of a beautiful day than it was last week. I'm still at the same place, the same location. Azul restaurant Azul. Now, for those of you who have been here, oh, gracias, Noelia. Noelia just gave Noche some water. I have Noche with me today. So that's across the water. That is Bate. Guys, please go ahead and hit that like button. That is Bate. Now, that's where a lot of the tourists like to go because they think that that is the safe area. You know how tourists are when they come here, they always feel like they want to go to the area that is going to be safe for them, so to speak. And I cannot blame you guys for feeling that way. You want to make sure that your vacation is, you know, wonderful. But here in Sosua, okay, because across the water is Bate, but where we are right now is also Sosua. For those of you who don't know, Sosua is not just Bate, not just one street. We are at a restaurant here in Los Charamicos where I live, and I spend most of my time right here in the Dominican neighborhood. I love it. This restaurant is owned by a Dominican, Noelia from Santiago, and her boyfriend is the co owner, and he is from Canada. Right now, during the low season, they're not cooking, but they will be cooking in around October time. And but you can come for drinks, and you can come for relaxation, and you can come for that view. Like that view is amazing. So I do want to say thank you so much for joining me. My name is Cerise Fairfax. This is my channel. I put out videos every single day. Mondays, I have random Mondays. Tuesdays, I do real estate and relocation Tuesdays for those of you who want to relocate or even just want more information on the Dominican Republic because you're thinking about coming here. Hold on, let me just put this on Do Not Disturb. And then as well, I put out videos about those of you who aren't even thinking about moving here, but you do want to buy something because you have some extra money sitting around, or you want to invest with someone, or maybe you already live here and you're like, I'm looking for the best deal possible. So I put out videos on Tuesdays with potential places that you can purchase. Now, this Tuesday, I'm going to be putting out a video about making money in the Dominican Republic because I definitely understand that a lot of you guys, you don't make a lot of money where you're living right now, and you don't know how you can retire. Some of you guys are at the retirement age, but you can't retire because why? You're not making enough money. You haven't saved enough money. Your pension is not going to give you enough to live on. So you're thinking about coming here, but you also don't want to come here and deprive yourself of living a great lifestyle, which you can. You don't have to deprive yourself. You can go live outside of Bate. You can live where I live here in Los Charamicos, where your rent is going to be a lot more reasonable because it's not the tourist area, you know, but it's still a safe area. A lot of people think tourist area equals safety, and it doesn't. My friend, who I'm not going to name right now because he's a friend of a lot of us, he lives in a gated community, and he just got robbed. Like his whole home, he wasn't home when it happened, so it wasn't like a home invasion, but he was definitely invaded. And a lot of personal items were taken. God bless him. And I really pray that he gets all that stuff back. But that doesn't happen often. And I was even surprised when I heard that. But it happened to him. And I think it had a lot to do with an inside job. I honestly do feel it had to do with an inside job because I just could not fathom that someone would just walk up in that gated community and go and do that. It had to be someone letting him in. The person said that it happened like he went down through some underground something something. No, nobody is going to go down through some underground something something with. There was something else that happened. But that's none of my business. But I'm just saying, don't think that anywhere around the world you are safe. This is Sosua. This is the land of where people come for freedom. Freedom from worries, freedom from paying expensive prices, freedom from a whole bunch of garbage that they have to deal with and what we classify as North America, other part of North America. This is still North America where we are right here. This is, the West. But it is what it is. Let me just see some comments that are coming in here before I get to the topic of the day. And we have Darnell Walker. Good morning. Douglas Anderson. What happened? Buenos tardes, Cerise. Hey, Douglas Anderson. Nothing happened to me, but there was somebody who, was their personal belongings were taken. And all I'm saying is that's not what this video is about. But, oh, wait, you mean what happened because the topic of my video. Let's get into the topic of the video because the other thing I'm talking about doesn't even happen. And I don't want to scare anybody away from coming here to the Dominican Republic at all. It's an amazing place to come to, an amazing place to invest in, and a wonderful place to bring your children and to just live happily ever after. All right. So right now, Playa Sosua. Okay. On Thursday. Thank you, Keith, by the way. On Thursday, I heard from someone. They contacted me on WhatsApp, and they're like, Cerise, Playa Sosua was closed down. Like it's closed already. And I'm like, no, I didn't hear anything. And they're like, well, yeah. So they told me that when people showed up at the beach, vendors showed up at the beach entrances, it was closed, and police were telling them that it was closed. And you know what? That was true. It wasn't just a rumor because I came here on Friday to check it out, and I walked along the beach and I asked a lot of vendors, and I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, I don't know. The beach was closed yesterday. We had to go to a 2-hour meeting at the association and nothing was solved. And I was like, oh. And then at the same time, on my way to the beach, I noticed a lot of construction right over here. At the Los Charamicos entrance of the beach. So next week, I'm going to go to a restaurant across the street. Now, I was going to go there today and do a different video from that restaurant, but when I showed up there, they were playing music. And I didn't want to tell them to turn off their music because YouTube's funny with that, copyright claim and everything like that. And plus, you guys are also funny with it too because you guys want to make sure you can hear everything without the music in the background. So I'm going to go there after I leave here, and I'm going to go ask them if I can do a live to air next week for an hour from 2 to 3. And I'm going to sit, it's not going to be like facing the beach, so I won't be able to show you guys facing the beach, but it's on the back of the beach. And I'm going to show you guys as well some things that are getting built already. Right now, they already put up safety fence, but the fence that they put up is not like just any ordinary fence that you can look through. Not at all. It's completely silver, like completely zinc. And there's no opening and ending in it. It's just straight. So you're going to have to climb this in order to look in to see what's happening. So I do have to tell you that they are going to be doing everything. And I think they're going to be doing everything very, very soon, probably within the next month. It's only my speculation, but you guys know I've been on point thus far, and I've been on point with everything. So I use my woman's intuition thing, It really does come in handy during times like this. But my woman's intuition is telling me that this is going to happen within the next month's time. If the police were at the beach on Thursday, and then even when I walked up and down on Friday and I asked a couple of the vendors, I was like, what's happening? They didn't even know. They're just like, I don't know. We were allowed to open 2 hours later. So it could be that they didn't have, I think they're testing the waters. Speaking of water, Canada Dry, guys. I'm a Canadian. But I think that's what they're doing. I think they're testing the water right now. And I think that they are seeing how much of a fight they have on their hands if they close things up and who's going to come to the vendors' aids. So even when it does close down, I encourage you guys to come here to this restaurant. Okay, I'm going to show you the view. There's 3 restaurants that I'm going to tell you guys to come to so you can watch the construction. If you are a viewer here, if you are a visitor here, or whatever, you can still come and see Playa Sosua and enjoy your time. But I'm just going to show you the 3 restaurants. There's one across the water right there, which I'm going to show you right now. Hold on, let me just turn the camera around. So right across the water, look at this beautiful day today. Not the blue building on the right hand side. That's where you're going to come. The blue building is where you're going to come when you are a guest on my show or when you are advertising on my television talk show. I want to say shouts out to a brand new advertiser in Canada. Her name's Latoya in Toronto. She's a real estate broker, and she's like, Cerise, I want to advertise on your television program. She knows that I advertise all around the world internationally, not just here, and she knows a lot of people come here internationally, so she is a genius. And so you see that restaurant right there? It's kind of like the brown one under the blue one. That right there is where you want to go and sit when you are just here to chill out. Also, this restaurant where I'm at right now is called Azul. Azul means blue in Spanish, Azul. And then right next door to me, which is called Michael's um, Stone Restaurant, Stonehouse Restaurant. And it's Dominican owned here, and Dominican Canadian here, Dominican next door, Michael Stonehouse Restaurant, but in across the water, it's an Italian restaurant, and they are Italians. So, and they live here. I do want to encourage you guys to come and watch it. Like, you can watch Playa Sosua getting built as it is getting built from these entrances. Now, I don't know if they're going to allow us on the beach, because if they stopped vendors from going on the beach Thursday and they had police standing at the entrances, then I don't know what to say, because I initially speculated that the beach itself will be open and that they will put a perimeter up around the water, because the water is public, right? So I thought they would put a perimeter up around the water and then just build with like fences up. And they may do that, and hopefully they will. But I do know that they're going to have to do a lot of regulating. Regulators! Anyway, this is not a funny topic, but I always have a song in my head. I apologize. I digress. But they are going to have to regulate for a little while until all of the places are closed down. A lot of the major places are closing down. Please watch my television show on Facebook on Wednesday. There is a vendor that I'm bringing on my television show on Wednesday from Valero. Valero is one of the most delicious restaurants on Playa Sosua, one of the most well-known restaurants, and the owner, Manny, is coming on my television show. So far, yes. I haven't confirmed. He hasn't confirmed with me. He messaged me this morning. I messaged him. We were supposed to put him on my YouTube channel for the last 2 years, but every single time on a Sosua Sunday when I'm walking by his place is packed with people from all around the world, and the music is pumping, and it's just, again, I need no music when I do a live to air. And so shouts out to Freddie, Fast Freddie on the beach, because for months him and his staff has turned off the music for me to be able to do a lot of the Sosua Sundays that I have done. And the majority of the Sosua Sundays that I have done have been at Fast Freddy's, and then also Zanzibar, that's now closed down. But still, it really means a lot to me when a restaurant turns the music off so I can do a live to air for you guys. But usually there is a lot of music going on a Sunday. And so Hear that gas? I love Canada Dry. There we go. So, yeah, I just want to say to you guys, like I said, I'm going to be doing some videos from here on Sundays when I do my live to air. And also across the street, across the water at Pirates Bay, the Italian restaurant. And then also from Michael's on some days too, some Sundays too. But next Sunday, I want you guys to tune in. And that's going to be the 17th of July. Speaking of July, next Saturday, guys, is a very special day for me. It's going to be my 4-year anniversary here. I came here on like for a visit, and it was my second time ever being here, and I never left. I've never been on a flight since I landed here 4 years ago. Never left the island at all. I don't want to. I pray to God every single day to be thankful for the fact that I have landed here and that I have made my way here. So on this Tuesday, I'm actually going to put up a video to help you guys as well, to help you guys understand how you can make money here. You can come here and you can be like me, Canadian, and make Canadian dollars, but also make pesos and also make dollars, American dollars. I'm going to tell you guys how you can do that. It's not rocket science. It's just going to be explaining a few things to you guys, how you can do it. I've already done a video on this, something like this before, but I want to put a little bit more additional information into it, which I think is going to help a lot of you guys who are coming here to the Dominican Republic and you want to work online. Okay. Now, I'm also going to talk about cost of living on that day as well. That's Tuesday. So watch that. Monday, I'm going to put up a video. It's Random Mondays. That's tomorrow. And I'm going to talk about why the Dominican Republic, why so many people are choosing this as their place to come to, and why right now it is the number one destination of the whole entire Caribbean. And now, just of 2 weeks ago, the president of the Dominican Republic has now announced that Sosua, where I'm sitting right now, let me turn the camera around for you guys again. Hold on. Why this view is the number one destination in the Dominican Republic. Okay, so imagine, I said it last week and I'm going to say it again. If the Dominican Republic is the number one destination for years now in the Caribbean, and this is the number one destination in the Dominican Republic, then that means that Sosua is the number one destination in the Caribbean. Imagine, we're living in a time right now where we can just bring everything down to a microscope and be able to see the beach that everyone aspires to come to. Not only come and visit, but to relocate, to buy real estate. And soon they are going to take this whole entire beach down and they are going to reorganize it, revamp it, and they are going to put up 3 condominiums, 3 buildings of condos, and they're going to be 7 stories each, and then 3 plazas. One plaza, I think, again, I'm only speculating. It's my female intuition, my human intuition. I don't want to say men don't have the same intuition, because you guys are very, very locked into your gut instinct as well. But right over here, there is something going on where they put the silver fences, and they're up to something. I've been showing you guys the cows, and some of you guys are like, oh, the cows are so cute. Well, Cerise, and I've been telling you guys that the cows are out there for a reason. They are eating grass. They are not just gonna. That's what happens here in the Dominican Republic when all of a sudden you see a lot of cows in one area where there's a lot of like greenery, like grass and stuff. They bring cows to eat it, and they fatten the oxen. Back in the Bible, back in the day, they fatten the oxen. The land will fatten the oxen. So what they'll do is they'll contact somebody with a lot of cows and say, hey, bring your cows over and just leave them roam all this area, and cows are not going to leave. Like, cows are just going to stay where the food is and where you tell them to stay, right? And cows are very shy too. Like, they're just so shy. I have a reel up on Facebook. If you guys go on Facebook and then you look at my reels, you'll see one of my reels where there's a little shy cow, and I call him over and I'm like, come here, and he comes over to me. It's the cutest little thing. But also on my Facebook itself, to watch the full video, if you guys want to watch the full video. So those cows are eating all the grass right over there, and they built up something over here. Things are moving and grooving. And then they closed the beach down for 2 hours on Thursday. The vendors went for a meeting. The vendors that I spoke to when I investigated going along the beach, I'm like, guys, why did they close it down? They're like, I don't know. Nobody knows. They're like, I don't know. We were open. The beach was open back up again 2 hours later. And I was like, well, what was achieved? What was spoken about? And they're like, I don't know. Nobody knows anything. But you know what it is? I think it is a test. I think it is they're testing the waters. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because it is a huge project. It's a huge undertaking. They are changing a lot of lives, a lot of vendors, and some of those vendors don't even have leases. Some of those vendors know that they have to clock out very, very soon. I was at Treehouse the other day on the beach, and just shouts out to Sherman from Treehouse. Sherman has now relocated from the spot that he has by Texaco gas station. For those of you who do come here and you do know what's going on here and you've been coming for years, I just want to let you know that Sherman is not any longer. Treehouse has two locations, one on the beach and then one by Texaco gas station. The one at Texaco gas station is now a different restaurant. Okay. And I heard, please don't hold me to this information, but I have my ear to the ground, my finger on the pulse, and I'm trying to help you guys out all the time. But I heard from a really good source that the new tree house is going to be up near Envy, if not in Envy. So if that's the truth, then wow, Sherman is making some movements, because that would be a great move for Sherman. That is right where his clientele is. They have some Saturday night, like boxing, ladies boxing. Like, there's all types of stuff going up at that end of the beach. I mean, that end of Bate. Remember, not last weekend, but the weekend before, I did a video across the water at the Italian restaurant talking about the ladies. And I was saying that that's where I think the ladies are going to be taken. And that's where all of the men can go, where I'm thinking can go and enjoy their playground and go have fun. And there are families here, guys. There are families here. Actually, if you guys look on my Facebook after the video, but if you guys look on my Facebook, I put out a video on Wednesday, like a live stream on Facebook only. And I was walking out of the another Italian restaurant closer to the beach, and I was on my way to the studio. And I think the video is called On My Way to the Studio. I'm not sure. But when I got to the top of the stairs of just before I went into the studio, there was a young man named Liam, right? My guest on the show that day, we were talking about money, we were talking about investing, we were talking about inflation, and if we are on our way to a recession and stuff of that nature. My guest was Felipe. And Felipe has been my friend for a while, but I've known him and his son from when I first got here, like 4 years ago. And when I arrived to my show, Felipe was there with his son, and he's a single dad. So if we really are going to talk about families, this is what I want to bring in. I've known this little boy for 4 years, and Felipe raises his son right here in Sosua. So don't think that Sosua is not for families. There are a lot of families here already, and single parents. So I'm going to actually bring Liam. He's like, I think he's 7 years old. I'm going to bring him on my show. He is a rising baseball player, not fan, baseball player. When you guys watch the video that I put up on Facebook, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna giggle. This kid is like constantly throwing imaginary balls, putting up his imaginary bat. Like he's just living the life. And he speaks three languages. He speaks French, he speaks Spanish, he speaks English. His dad is originally from France, a journalist, and his mom is Dominican. And then, of course, he speaks English, you know. So, this is the future of Sosua children. So, I do want you guys to know that these children already exist. So, it's not like families don't exist here already. And this kid attends school, I'm pretty sure, on Pedro Clisante, right? And his dad walks up and down Pedro Clisante with him all the time. But the kid's in bed at like 8 o'clock at night, right? So it brings me back to the video from 2 weeks ago when I was talking about the working girls and where they're going. All the way up Pedro Clisante, where I think Treehouse is going to be. And now there's a brand new restaurant by where Treehouse was. Anyway, I'm just going in circles now because I want to be very thorough with you guys. And I also want to remind you guys that Playa Sosua, let me turn the camera around right now for those of you who are just joining me. Right here, Playa Sosua. Hold on, I don't want anything to jump too much and lose the feed. But that's going to be a completely different beach in the next few months. Completely different beach. Get here, get your photos, get here, get your videos. This is going to change. This is going to be history in the making right now as we see it. There's some people who are like, no, they don't want it because they feel like there's going to be too much involvement of the government. But what are we supposed to do? Hear that in the background? Paleta, paleta. That's ice cream. But I'm going to read the comments here just quickly because I know a lot of you guys don't like it when I go to the comments. So just give me a moment. Don't go. Let me see right here. I do want to respect your questions because this is the reason why I do the live to airs, guys. Douglas Anderson says, yeah. Jesse Shorts. Hi, Cerise. Hi, Jesse. Close for the 2-hour meeting. Yeah, I don't know what the meeting was about. Yes, I'm in Charamicos right now. Zanzibar closed down. Yes, Zanzibar closed down like maybe about 6 months ago. They weren't open for very long. Cerise, you need to rent a helicopter so you can show us what they're doing behind the zinc fences. I'm going to get, you know what I'm going to buy? Oh my gosh, guys, you know what I'm going to buy? I'm going to buy a drone. Is that what it's called? Aramo, New York Queens. Good afternoon, Aramo. So yeah, guys, I'm going to get that. Thank you, Douglas Anderson. You always suggest really cool things. So what I'm going to do is get a drone and I'm going to get one and I'll go like, I don't know, I'll learn how to fly it and I'll do it once a week for you guys. I don't know if I'm allowed to. Oh, just that person that follows the rules. But I'm going to do it until they tell me I can't. And I don't know if I'll get myself in trouble. But there's going to be a lot of more people doing it now that I just said it. So there we go. I can't tell you how vloggers around everywhere around here, they'll just bite. And that's okay because you know why? I am a creator, you know, not an imitator. And so when I create something and I do something, I love, you know, sometimes when I see someone doing it before I can even get it started, I'm like, oh, come on, guys. Right. But then I'm at the same time, I'm like, well, hey, you know, never tell your left hand what your right hand's doing. Do it first. Yes, Noche? You want to come say hi? You want to come say hi? Guys, hold on. She's crying. Let me just show you Noche, my dog. Ben. Come here. Hi. Look right here, honey. Look right here. Look, Nooch. Look, right here. Look, look, say hi. Okay. You have water. The thing is that she has like 2 friends over there that she's crying for. Michael Stone Restaurant next door has 2 dogs, and so she cries for them. one is a boy. So there we go. Um, but yeah, guys, I'm going to definitely try to do as much as I can. I will buy a drone. I've never used one before, but I'm going to get one for you guys. And next week, I'm going to be at a restaurant. It's going to be on Route 5. If you guys know where Caribbean Tours is, right? The big bus company. Across the street, there's a restaurant. It's not brand new, but it is a Dominican restaurant. Maybe there for, I don't know, maybe about 7 months. No, Jay licked me right here. For about 7 months. And so they sell like really inexpensively priced burgers and burritos and tacos and all that other stuff. And again, I wanted to go there today. I actually did go there today, but when I got there, they were playing music. So I turned around and I beelined back to here because I know Noelia will keep the music off from me here. I have a very few restaurants that I go to because those owners know that I take my videos very seriously and they know that I take promoting for you guys very seriously. And so those owners will respect my business grind and they'll be like, don't worry, I'll turn the music off for like an hour and a half, like once a week. It doesn't matter. Like we're good. And I mean, I really love that Fast Freddy does it. Like his employees will even do it when he's not there. They'll be like, don't worry about it. They'll turn it down, or I'll go down on the beach and we're all good. Fast Freddy's, by the way, guys, go there, please, for your mojitos of any kind. If you like mojitos, go there before everything closes down and go get a cocoa mojito, like real coconut. We're not talking about coconut that you buy at the store and, coconut juice or whatever at the store. No, this is real coconut juice from a coconut. And they put it right in with the mint. And I don't know how they make this stuff, but it is magic. They have chinola, which is like passion fruit. They have mango. They have your regular one as well, your regular mojito. Go support all of your vendors before they are gone. But they're definitely, some of them are definitely going to pop up again. So just pray. Like on Wednesday, like I said, I think the owner from Valero is going to come and he's going to be my guest on Wednesday. I'm going to talk to him about, you know, about the beach and about everything that's going on. And I want you guys to tune in. A lot of you guys can tune in live on Facebook because my television show goes live on Facebook every Wednesday. But if you miss it and you can't watch it on Wednesday at 7 o'clock Dominican time until 8 o'clock, that's fine. I'm going to post it Thursday. Okay? Not this Thursday because I'm going to be behind time. I usually have about 2 guests a week on my talk show, and people who are advertisers, I put them up. So last week I had VLA. Thursday it just passed, I had VLA because Sheila paid for advertising on my talk show. So of course I'm going to promote her as much as I can. Next week, Thursday coming up, I'm going to have Velvet Cafe. Oh, Velvet Cafe. You guys got to go there. It's straight across the street from Envy. The food there is amazing too. Really amazing. I think you guys are going to be in for a treat with the new changes coming. I have this idea stuck in my head too. I think they may have like a bicycle path on the beach. I don't know, but I see some people like riding their motorcycles. I see people riding their motos, right? I don't know if motos will be along the beach. I doubt it because there's a lot of sound. I don't think that motorcycles are going to be allowed along the brand new beach, but I think there's going to be a bicycle path, like in downtown Toronto. They have a boardwalk in downtown Toronto. Right now, this beach here, there's no boardwalk. Like in Toronto, we have a boardwalk with like wood. It goes along and there's wood. And then we also have a bicycle path right beside the boardwalk. I can't see that they're just going to build 3 7-story condominiums and 3 plazas. I just don't see that only. There's got to be a whole lot of other stuff that they're going to do for activity. probably even some volleyball nets, maybe even like some, sports that they're going to in put in there. I forget the word I was going to say, but there's going to be stuff that they're going to do. There's going to be a lot. Even right now, the water on the water. Hold on one second. There's like this tube that goes along the water. They just passed by, and if I put the camera on the water, you're not going to see it. But you can get like on a tube, banana boat it's called. You get on the banana boat. Oh, let me see. There's one coming over there. Let me see if I can get it. Hold on. This is fun. I've never been on it myself. But if you can see that boat right there, see behind it, there's people. And then when they get close to the shore, they turn. See how the boat just turned? Oh, shoot. See how the boat just turned like that? Everyone falls off the banana boat. Oh, look, here comes the banana boat right now. Right here. But there's no one on it. There's no one on it. But there's a boat that tows the banana boat. Right there. So, oh, they let the banana boat go. Where's the banana boat? Oh, they let it go. So anyway, I tried to lift up the camera to show you guys that. Let me pull the camera back down again. Hold on. So yeah, I honestly feel like there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to happen here. So if you have a bicycle, I think you're going to be able to ride it from one end of the beach to the other. A lot of people do love their bicycles. Why wouldn't they put a bicycle path here? A cement walkway. Right now, there's no walkway. Like, there's no cement walkway. There's no wood walkway. There's just sand. And so they're obviously going to modernize something. I don't think there's going to be a lot of concrete, but there may be a path. And on one side of the path you can walk. On the other side of the path you can ride your bike. That's what we have in downtown Toronto. And I think that would be an amazing idea, because when people come to the beach, they usually like to swim. They usually like to do. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There's the boat right there. See the people on the back? So they're going to go out, all the way out there. Let's see what happens. I don't know how far they go, to be honest, because I've never done it, but the guy does look like he's slowing down. And I don't know how much it costs either. But it's like an inflatable boat, an inflatable tube that they're on. Let me see if I can big it up a little bit more. There we go. So they go all the way out there, right? And then, I don't know if they go on some type of a tour or what have you. They look like they're headed over towards, oh my gosh, look at that view. Look at that view. Perfection. Oh man, that is perfection. No wonder this is the #1 destination in the Caribbean. We have everyone here from all around the world. You guys can see that boat. Not the big boat there, but you guys can see where the banana boat now, the banana ride, they're kind of going around the bend. That's Playa Chiquita, where they are entering. You see, they just kind of are going around that rock. All right. So what I'm going to do is put the camera back on me for a second, and I will show you guys when they're coming back around the bend. So I'll make sure that I keep watching. Oh my gosh, look at that beautiful. That's perfection. If you guys are looking for perfection and you guys just want to come here and just live your life and just feel safe and wonderful, come here to the Dominican Republic, to Sosua. I'm going to keep watching there at the corner of my eye, because I want you guys to be able to know when they're coming back, so you can see how fun that is. I've never been on it myself. Here I am talking about it. I've never been on it. But um, I don't know. Maybe I'll go on it before the beach closes down. Oh, yes, that's what I think I should do. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. Hello, hola. Salud. That's what I'm going to do. How about we do that, guys? One day I'm going to go on the beach boat and I'm on the banana boat and I am going to just go and have a really good time. I'm getting a little distracted right now too because a Dominican family just showed up, and you know how much I love Dominicans. They came to get a really nice photo. Cuídate aquí, cuídate aquí. Sí, de nada. I told them to be a little careful there. Hola. Because they're doing renovations here. That's another thing. Azul right now is doing renovations, and they still allowed me to come and sit down and just chill out. And, you know, blesses to them because they know that I take my videos very seriously. Okay, here we go. Here we go. They know I take my videos very seriously with you guys. All right. I think that's the boat coming back. Is it? No. But still, that's still a beautiful view. Oh, are they coming back now? See someone coming from behind the rock? Is that, or are they just having fun with these people? Is that the same boat? Maybe these people are falling. What they do is they go like from side to side and they skid so people can fall off. That's the only reason why I haven't gone on it yet, because I don't need to be all the way over there and fall off a boat, because I don't need any big barracuda coming up to me. I heard that barracudas like shiny things in the water, and I never take off my like my stuff, like my necklace and my bracelets. I don't take them off. I sleep in them, shower in them, and I'm not going to take them off just to go in the water. So, oh, here comes the banana boat right now. Actually, here I am chit-chatting. There we go. There we go. Wait, wait, wait. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, I really hope you guys can see that. Let me go like that. You're going to see him make a sharp turn. Let me put the camera like that so you can see when he does it. There he goes. There's that sharp turn. And everyone falls. You see them all fall off. Oh, wickedness. Nobody ever lasts. Nobody. I sit on the end of that beach and I've never seen anyone. It's like those rodeo things. No one ever lasts. Ever. Everyone always falls off that tube. If you can come here and last on it, let me know. Um, I know I'll be one of those people having to swim back to shore. Seriously, straight up. Because like it's just the name of the game. Okay, even the guy jumping out of the boat. See him? He just jumped out. That's high waters right there. That's not just close to the shore. Those people are swimming back. Look, I don't know if I can big it up even more. Let me big it up even more. Those people have a long way to swim right there. And there are fish there. Like there are fish. If you were to just go at the shore and get one, like a really nice camera, you will be able to see, look at them. You'll be able to see fish right there where those people are swimming. And pretty tropical fish. Look at that view. Look at that view. Come on. Look. Number one destination in the Caribbean. Number one destination in Dominican Republic. That's what you're looking at right now. Look at that. You guys, please hit like and also subscribe to my channel. And also, see that blue building right now? Right there at the back? Come be a guest on my channel. I have a television channel here in the Dominican Republic, and we talk about relocation and You see that party boat right there? Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. There's a boat somewhere right there. Is that it right there? Hold on. No. Hold on. Let me zoom in. There we go. There it is. See that boat right there? It's a party boat. You can also get party boats. If you want to get a boat and you just want to go out with your friends and just chill, dive off the back of the boat and relax. Can you guys hear the music? I don't know if you can hear the. Listen. I don't know if you can hear things in the distance, but there are people partying on that boat, listening to some awesome music. All right, let me take zoom out. Oh, wait. Let me see what you guys are saying right here. Hold on. While you guys are looking there, let me put my glasses on. Keith Hanna. Hola, Cerise. What did I miss? I'm going to tell you in a second, sweetheart. Douglas Anderson, you shouldn't get into any trouble. You're not within any airspace. Oh, Douglas Anderson, you're such an instigator. Ether says, heart, hello, love to you. Douglas Anderson, the fish people. Sterling J, hello, Sterling. Shout out to Fast Freddy. Keith Hanna, nice view. It's a beautiful view, right? Sterling, of course we will. Of course you will what? D will. So the beach is closed by the Popo. Oh, Popo, where are you from? D will? Where are you from, Popo? That's a, for those of you who are just kind of signing in, and those of you who don't, oh, look at that big crab in the background. I love it. Look at that big crab. That's called cangrejo. Popo means police. Popo. So yeah, the Popo only closed it down for 2 hours. Some of the vendors, they went in, like they were trying to get on the beach in order to work for the morning, and they couldn't get on, and then all of a sudden they had to go to a meeting, but they don't, all the vendors that I spoke to about it don't even know what the meeting was about. Just all of a sudden it was opened up again and they were allowed to go on with business as usual. So that tells me that it is a soft closing. You know how businesses usually have a soft opening? I believe this is a soft closing. So come on down here, guys. If you're here already, get down there. Take your photos. Get your NFTs. You know, I've been telling people, NFTs here. This is good information for you people that love crypto. And you people that, I got my NFT already before all this. I got, oh my gosh, a bird just flew by. That's so gorgeous. Anyway, I have my NFTs already. Like 20 years from now, I'm going to be able to have photos of Playa Sosua as it looks right now. I used to date a Dominican about 3 years ago and 3.5 years ago. And because I've been here for 4 years, which I'm going to get to and again in a moment. But he showed me photos of the beach, Playa Sosua, before it was Playa Sosua, before any of us came here. And I was like, whoa, before those buildings over there were even here. And I was like, that was Playa Sosua. Wow. So now everything has to advance somehow. You know what I mean? Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Let me just turn the camera around again. Look at that skyline. Hold on. Look at that skyline. 20 years ago, the photos that my ex-boyfriend showed me, those buildings weren't there. Those buildings weren't there at all. And people built that, and that became the famous skyline of Sosua Beach. But that wasn't there when Sosua Beach was first here. Do you know that Sosua Beach was really Jewish people that were fleeing the Holocaust? Did you know that? Even during the Ukraine-Russia war right now, the Dominicans were like, hey, if you're Russian and you're Ukraine right now and you are on the island, don't worry. We're going to give you free housing and free food if you can't make it back home. because obviously their money may be limited. And then, not that Russians are broke, because a lot of them are very, very wealthy due to Putin. Putin made his people very wealthy. But at the same time, back in the day, during the German Holocaust, the German Jewish Holocaust, the German War, when the German, I don't want to put down any races or any countries or anything like that. So this is not what I'm saying. You guys know I have a good heart. But when Germany went to war, and they kicked all the Jewish people out, right? A lot of the Jewish people came here, and Sosua was just water. It was just farmland. And 48, I think it was 48 families. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was 40 something. They came here and they were given this land, and 48 families, I'm pretty sure it was 48 families. They came here and they farmed, and they turned it into what Sosua became. And then, of course, in the more recent history, Canadians came, and then of course, in the more recent history after that, like in the last couple of years, it's been Americans. Americans are slow on the whole entire world travel thing, and only because America has been an empire in and of itself. When I say slow, I don't mean slow or backwards. I don't mean anything like that, because America has always provided for Americans a lovely place to go, an empire. But Canada has been in Cuba from time, and recently a friend of mine went to Cuba. He's also a vlogger, and he's vlogging about Cuba, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've been there. This is where it is, though. I love Cuba, but it's beautiful, but there's a lot of sanctions there, and it's very difficult. But now Americans are allowed to go there. Are you going to find the same thing in Cuba as you're going to find here? Absolutely not. Trust me, I know. I went there every 3 months. I would go there for like 4 years straight. Every 3 months, I would go there for 5 days, 7 days. And I would never, ever, once I came here, I was like, I'm not leaving. I am not leaving the Dominican Republic. I have everything here. International markets. I have beaches. I have what I'm used to in Canada, which is multicultural. Like, I can go on the beach right now if I want to walk across that beach right now, and I can find anyone from anywhere around the world. Chinese, China, Africa, India, um, Italy, France, Germany, Canada, America. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head who I always see as long as I go along that beach. And the same thing in Cuba. But in Cuba, you would never ever see Americans, ever. So I never ever met Americans until I came here. Because when I would go to Cuba, I would meet people from all around the world. But Americans were not allowed in Cuba. And now they are. When I would go travel internationally to Cuba, it was like the whole world was allowed there, but no Americans. Americans were allowed there if they were like on a project or for school, for a visa or something like that, but not just using their passport to get through and be able to go. So when I came here, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm meeting so many Americans. And even though Toronto and Buffalo are so close together, and downtown Toronto is so big, it's not like there's a whole tourist area in downtown Toronto where I would meet a lot of Americans, if you get what I mean. That you just meet everyone from all around the world because it's so multicultural. And that's exactly what this beach is about. It is multicultural, but with a lot of everyone. And so I have met a lot of Americans here, and Americans are a lot different than Canadians. Like, people think we share a border, and so we're probably very much the same. We are different, but not as different as someone living across the other part of the world in the East. If you're living in the West, you're going to share a lot of the same, not necessarily, a lot of the same cultures for sure, because we're all international here in the West, but we're going to share a lot of the same foods sometimes. But in any case, I'm just going off track here. I do want to say that right now where I am sitting, we are right now where I am sitting, microscopic pinpoint in the Dominican Republic, but also in the Caribbean, which is the number one destination. I got to tell you, I'm going to be putting up some videos this week. I'm really working on these videos for you guys every single day of the week. I put up videos every single day, 7 days a week, and they're not easy. I edit them. The only ones I don't edit are Sundays, because Sundays I go live to air like what I'm doing right now, and I don't have to edit. I just go for it and I just talk, 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 talk. And there's no way to edit them when I go back home. They're just up there. So, but every single other day of the week, I work, and I work, and I work for you guys. And it's not my only job, because I'm also a soul coach. For those of you who really want to know what I do, I'm going to talk about that on July 16th, my 4-year anniversary here. Now, a lot of people said to me, Cerise, what are you going to do for your 4-year anniversary here? You haven't been off the island. You haven't taken a flight anywhere. You stayed here during the pandemic. What are you going to do? And I'm like, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to do, but I do know I'm going to make a big bowl of popcorn and sit back and kick my feet up and watch some murder mystery novels, because I have to prepare for my new upcoming drama series that I'm going to be doing. I want it to be like freaky. I want it to be amazing. Like, I want this series that I'm going to be doing, I want it to appeal to everyone. I keep calling it Law and Order, but only because I really like the concept of Law and Order. You know, how you open up with the law and then you end with the order, a whole hour program. And that's what I keep comparing it to. But it's not necessarily going to be that, but it may be a spoof of that. Like, kind of where we're like, you know, we're located dun, 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 in the Dominican Republic. And this story is about dun, 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 and stuff like that. So that's what it's just going to be a lot of fun. I want you guys to join me on that. And I'm busy. I'm busy every single day of my life here, every single day of the week here. And I always keep you guys in mind every single moment of the day. My subscribers, even if you just hit like it means a lot to me. And not because there's a lot of money coming in. I want you guys to go online. There is a website that you can check to see how much each vlogger is making. And you can check their CPMs. My CPMs come from Singapore. Shouts out Singapore. I have more people watch me from Singapore than anywhere around the world. And I can't figure that out. How do people from... What are people... I don't know. They say this: if more people from America are watching your channel, then you're going to get more money, right? Because it's English speaking, and English speaking channels and stuff make a lot more money. I make like $200 a month off my YouTube channel. And even just in the last month, because I've been doing videos 7 days a week, it depends on how much views I get, right? So I went right up to $312 the other day, and I was like, wow, that's interesting. And then all of a sudden it went down to $306 this morning, because my video that I put out yesterday didn't get 1,000 views like what some of my other videos would. And then, of course, the 2 videos before that, which is story time, which I really love doing, didn't get enough views. So it's like YouTube plays with your brain. They'll be like, yeah, girl, you're getting right now $312. And I get paid out every 21st of the month. I'm filling you guys in on this because you mean so much to me, and I'm being real with you, just so you know. I do this from the love of my heart. So every 21st of the month, you know, is when the payment comes out, but it's never as much as what you guys would think, like, ever. So, and then of course they take a lot off taxes. YouTube takes a lot, like $70 away. And so I usually end up with about $200 a month from YouTube. But that's like, you know, fun. I reinvest that back into my YouTube channel. I reinvest that back to like me coming here to a restaurant, and today I'm having some Canada Dry, and I'm not going to pretend like I'm being all innocent with vodka. My 2 days of the week that I drink now are Sundays and Wednesdays. Sundays because I do my live to airs, Wednesdays because I go out to my television talk show, right? Some days I'll go out and have fun too, like last Friday when I went into my little investigating because I heard that the beach closed down on Thursday. So I was like, okay, let me go check out the beach Friday. So I went out to go check things out, had a couple of drinks on the beach with people, and I enjoyed my time. But overall, like, my videos, it's not like thousands of dollars a month. Like, some people here, they do get thousands of dollars a month, and it really depends on their CPMs. Some people, they get hundreds of thousands of views a month, but they're not making a lot of money. The reason why is because YouTube is not going to monetize them if they're showing breasts, bellies, and butts. That's just it. Or if they're talking about the S word, or if they're talking about certain, words or whatever. YouTube will never allow them to make money off working girls. You know what I mean? Even working girl story times that I make, YouTube is like, no, you're talking about working girls. That story is not cool. hmm So guys that are telling you that they're making this big money, or if you're looking at guys getting like 100,000 views off some video because they put the word S in it with the two other letters and the last letter ends with X, that's not possible. They're not going to be making all that much money. They're still hustling because YouTube is not going to fund their pockets with promoting that stuff here on the beach. A lot of them, in in fact, are not going to be able to stay here after the president gets a hold of their channels and the president starts to really lay his foot down. It's going to be people like me who are clean promoters of the island. Like, anyone that is promoting all that stuff is not even going to last for very long. Even with my new my new drama series coming out. I don't know if I should put it on television because I can put it on television, but I'm thinking I'm just going to put it on YouTube, like on this YouTube channel. And I'm thinking that I'm just going to put it on YouTube and we're just going to act and put it on YouTube. I don't know. If I put it on TV, a lot of you guys might not be able to catch it because it's cable television here. But I really want you guys to watch your favorite story times and action. So even some of those I have to be very careful of, especially if it's a woman and she's on the stroll. And I cannot film that and think that YouTube's going to be cool with that. Absolutely not. So when you guys see your favorite vloggers that are filming women and you think they're getting paid big time, no, they are not. Because YouTube is a very intelligent program and they are not going to allow anyone to capitalize off certain words that are being said in videos, even bad words. Even if someone does a lot of cursey words during their videos, you won't see commercials during their videos. And that's it. You just won't. If they're swearing, using the F word, using a lot of negativity, a lot of vulgarity, YouTube cuts them. And YouTube's like, no, sorry. And even when you put up a video on YouTube, you have to make sure that you say yes or no if children can watch it. All of my videos, like, they say, did you make this for a child? And I say, no, this is not made for a child. Even though all of my videos are PG. I don't even say any bad words, not even the S word. But in my true life, I don't even use bad words either. I was just raised like that. Like, I don't even use the P word. I use PEE instead of PISS. I never say, oh, I need to go PISS. I would never say that. I would say, I need to go PEE. Right? Or I would never use the word, oh, SHIT. I just don't even use those words in my regular daily. And it's not that I'm trying to say if you use, wait, let's back up. First of all, if you use them, that's up to you. Okay? Like, I'm not judging you. All I'm saying is that I use other words in those places. If I just don't use those words. I don't use the word F. I don't use the word unless I'm like really angry, and chances are I'm not, or unless I'm trying to call attention to something, and chances are I don't use those words. I just use so many other words in my vocabulary that I use instead of those. And it doesn't mean, I know a lot of people on Facebook I've seen before, they're like, if you don't swear, you're not my friend, right? A lot of people, they say that. They're like, that you should feel comfortable using those words. Well, I don't feel comfortable using those words because I wasn't raised like that. My parents didn't use those words growing up in the home that I was raised in. And we were taught to, I was taught to use other words to express myself, not just your common F word. My father used to say to me, he was a Rastaman. Rastaman, vibrations, yeah. My dad was a Rastaman, and he used to say to me, there has got to be other words that you can use to express yourself than F word. It's so common. You're not a common girl. You're not going to be a common woman when you grow up. You have to learn how to express yourself in other ways. Use your brain. Get the get your brain moving. Massage it. Be able to speak when you are speaking to people without having to use that same word over and over that everyone else uses. And now look at me today. I can do a 2-hour video without even having to use any certain vulgar words or derogatory words or anything. And I'm not saying that if you do use them, you're bad. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is if you have a YouTube channel and you use those words, you're not going to get monetized. And that's just the world the way it is today. There is cancellation. We have the cancel culture, the culture cancel, or whatever it's called. And all I'm saying to you is a lot of the people here that do have channels and they are trying to get views for you guys around the world to show you butts, breasts, and belly. They're not getting paid, even though they may have like 100 and something thousand views. They're not getting paid, and they're not going to get paid through YouTube. And not only that, they're going to get flagged by the president. Once the president sees all of those people, they're not going to be able to do much. They want people that's going to promote the number one destination in the Caribbean. So come here with the intention to do something good for the country. Come here with the intention to do something positive for yourself. Don't come here with the intention of saying, oh, that's easy. I can go on the beach and video breasts, bum, and bellies. It's not going to be that easy. And when I think it's actually going to become harder and harder. But just do what you can do. And to promote this place. More and more families are coming. They're going to be coming. The president's going to make sure of that. And just put out good material. There's this one guy that came to my acting class. I'm sorry. I know you might watch this. I think you're a sweetheart. He's a vlogger here. He didn't come to my acting class. I don't have an acting class. But he came to be an actor in my new program that I'm going to be putting out there. And I said to him, I said, what's your channel about? And then I looked at his channel and I was like, oh, he can't be one of my actors. And I'm not judging him in a way where he's a bad person, but I am putting myself first. And I'm like, I can't have him come on my show because he represents a whole other thing that I don't represent. And I'm not saying that, like, when it comes to the girls, I'm cool with the girls. I'm cool with the girls. Trust me. The working girls are business women. They're young. Whatever they're doing is their business. But when you have men vloggers coming here and they're trying to get their views up because they're trying to put those words inside the title and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm getting so many views. That's not even cool. It's not cool. We are living in the Dominican Republic. There are very poor people here. And there are also very wealthy people here. Like this, there is no other side of the tracks. There's just the other side of the table. There are people here that make a lot of money. Hold on one second. Yes, Noche. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Tú tienes agua? ¿Qué tú quieres? Is this too long for you right now? How long have I been on? Okay. I'm going to stay on for about another 15 minutes. Tranquila. And, I think a lot of people, they come here and they think it's okay to video all that because a lot of you guys like that from wherever you are around the world. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're men. You like breast bellies and butts. And you are allowed to be entitled to that. As a matter of fact, right now I'm writing a book about a working girl. And I'm going to do a whole working girl series straight up because I'm a writer. That's my first gift that I've ever had. I'm a writer. But at the same time, it is not always great for a vlogger. So your favorite vlogger that's taking all those videos, trust me, they are not getting all that much money. Let me turn this camera around right now so I can show you guys where we're at and just so I can show you guys the beach. I just want to read here what I see. Oh wow, a lot of you guys left messages. Thank you so much. Go ahead and hit that like button, guys. Let me see. Oh wow. Okay, here we go. Nice view. Of course we will. Okay. D Will says so the beach is closed by the popo. That's where we ended. Sterling, banana boat together. Oh, please, Sterling, stop your flirting. You flirt on Facebook, you flirt here, but you don't flirt when you contact me on WhatsApp. I'm a single woman. Give me some love if you really mean what you're saying. Dennis Shields. Hi, Dennis Shields. Dennis Shields says, hi, lady. D. Will says, laugh out loud. Someone had to show someone that they have BDE. What's BDE? Mike Lowry says, hi, Cerise. Love your videos. Nothing but positive energy and great information. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Douglas Anderson says they went to a meeting, but they don't know what the meeting was about. Right. They don't know. 2 + 2 = 5. They just don't know. That just means 2 + 2 = bye-bye. D. Will. Yes, I knew it's a book, or rather a social study on the history of Sosua and the trade. Elvis, they Jesus. A lot of you guys are reading that, but it's Jesus. Hi, Cerise. Do you think that expats and tourists in general are making things harder for the local Dominican men since it's all about money plus the S word that ends with an X? Where is the real look? Oh, wow. Family, love, etc. I'm going to get back to that. Alvis, that's a great question. I'm going to get back to that. I just want to go down. Tito says, stop saying American Canada in America. Canada is in America. No, Canada. Tito. America is not. Canada is not in America. I don't know where you've been living. Canada is in North America. North America. And so is the Dominican Republic in North America. Canada, and I'm Canadian, we are not in America. You guys are in the United States. Okay? You guys are in the United States. States that came together and united. You guys are south of Canada, and here in the Dominican Republic, we are south of America. But Canada is not America, so don't tell me. Please don't. I'm not taking it personally because I do love Americans, but Canada is not America. Please, Tito. Keith Hanna, Cerise was seriously going to get a retirement home in DR up until the government and post-COVID. David Rich, is that the same vlogger site I told you about? I don't know. I don't know which one you told me about, sweetheart. Douglas Anderson, no, Elvis, and no, what you're referring to didn't start last year. This has been going on for 50 to 100 years, if not longer, and some boyfriends benefit from it on their girlfriend days off. I missed that one then. Maybe something was erased. Clint Johnson in La Casa. Ola from Golden Eagle Homestead. Chef. You guys, I had Clint Johnson on my channel. You guys watched him. He was on Living Good. TMI bathroom is sufficient. TMI is on here right now. Safe house. What do you mean they won't last? The president find out about the video of the chicas. Okay, wait, that's one. What was the other question? I have to go down here again. Expats, okay, and vloggers, okay. Wait, I want to make sure I got that question right. Let me just answer that one quickly, Elvis, before I go down to the bottom. Hi, Cerise. Do you think that expats and tourists in general are making things harder? No, they're making things great for the Dominican people. The Dominican people need the people to come here and stimulate the economy. And then we have, what do you mean they won't last? Because the president does not like people that are exploiting the beach for their YouTube gain. Marcus, then Cerise, educated people by talking about the Holocaust and Jews, people opportunity to be free in the DR. And Cerise, educated people by talking. I don't understand that, Marcos. Marcos, thank you. I don't understand that one, Marcos, but I think what you're saying is the Holocaust is amazing because it really is. Sorry, not the Holocaust is amazing because it really is. I take that back. I take that back. The Dominican Republic helping the people during the Holocaust was amazing. The Dominican Republic opened up Playa Sosua and said, come here, take Sosua, the entire Sosua. This was barren land. There was absolutely nothing here. And they opened up this bay and they said, okay, Jewish people coming from Germany, you come here, 48 families, you can have this land and farm. And they farmed and they made it to what it is right now. Wow, you guys are really putting those like buttons up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribe and like. I love that. Hoping the president is more concerned about adolescent pregnancies and poverty and lack of jobs instead of 70. Yes. Thank you, Douglas Anderson. This is what I want to know too, because, right now, I just actually want to turn around the camera for a second because, actually, no. Let me get down to the bottom. I'll remember. Jesse Short says, yeah, putting people on camera trying to expose things is not cool. It's not. Tito, America is the name of the continent. No, America is not the name of the continent, Tito. It's North America is the name of the continent, not America. America is the United States, and you guys have taken that word America. This is how it goes. Canada, United States, and then, of course, everything on the west. And it's called the North American continent, not America continent. Please don't say that. Please, what are you doing, brah? If it was the American continent, then Canadians would be using the American money and not the Queen's money. Canada, we use the Queen's money. In Canada, we don't use any presidents that are dead, Benjamins or anything. Come on now. Dennis Shields, a geography lesson as well. This is good. Unbelievable. Tito, from Canada to Argentina, landmass is called America. No, it's not. Erase all those messages. All right, what happened? Tito, what's up, brah? You are forgetting the North. The North America is what you want to put in front of that. Please, don't ever call Canada America. America shouldn't even be called America. America is called the United States of America. And I don't know why they call them that either. But Toronto, well, I'm from Toronto, but Canada is called Canada on the North American continent. And this is the Dominican Republic on the North American continent. Canada is not called America. And I'm not taking it personally, guys. I apologize if it sounds like I'm taking it personally that we're called Americans, but I'm not. It's just they're two different fishes. One is mahi mahi and the other one is dorado. Por favor, please. One is snapper and the other one's tuna. Like what you're saying to me when you talk to me, Tito, like that. I'm like, what are you talking about? How can tuna be snapper? They're totally different things. Like, Clearly, you guys can see that I get a little passionate about all that. Is it okay if I have una más, por favor? One more? Yeah. Thank you. Con hielo? I have my water right here. So, no, Tito. No. I wish I had a song for it right now. No. Yeah. Wish I had a song for it. Una más, por favor. I'll keep my lime. Gracias. So I do want to tell you, when you say it's all the same, no, it's not. Okay, I'm done with that. Now that I railed all off and I forgot everything else. Let me get back to Douglas Anderson. What was he saying? Hoping the president is more concerned about, right. I'm hoping that the president actually focuses on the fact that they're the older people, they need money for health and sicknesses. There's a lot of older people that that have diabetes, and they need to be taken care of. They walk on the beach right now as it is, so they can get their diabetic pills. And sometimes they get diabetes pills and they don't have enough to last them for the month, or they have enough that will last them for the month, but then they don't have that any that will last them the next month. And then you'll see a lot of them that walk along the beach and they're asking for money for their pills. So I do hope that with the changes that are coming right now, the president does recognize that. But you know what? Our president, Luis Abinader, and his wife, Raquel, they're pretty amazing people. They are. I do have to say that, especially Raquel, like she is a good mom. Like I watch people, I analyze people, I do, like far and wide. And I watch and I know that, Louis and Raquel, they're on it. It's not easy just to come in, and they've only been in power. Well, she's not in power, but she's the first lady. But Louis has been in power for 2 years. This August will be 2 years. I'm pretty sure this August will be 2 years, and then he has 2 years after that, right? So maybe it's 3 years this August. I don't know. I don't know. The change of the world has even. Is it 2 years this August? I'm pretty sure it's 2 years this August. And he has 2 more years left after this August, right? Because we vote every August here. Or we vote every July or June, and then the presidency takes over in August or whatever. But I don't vote because I didn't vote for the last president because I wasn't a citizen here yet. I wasn't a resident here at the time. But he he is amazing. He knows about economics. He knows about finances. He knows about a lot of things going on. His family, like his grandfather's side, are actually immigrants. And I'm pretty sure Raquel's side came from Lebanon, and her side also originally were immigrants as well. So they're not just coming at everyone as we're going to come here and do this and do that. They're looking at tourists, they're looking at immigrants, they're looking at Dominicans, because first they're Dominicans and they go around this island every single day. Like I said in a lot of my other videos, I don't know when these two people rest. I have no clue. Yep, gracias. Right, este es vaca. Gracias. Ask for Noelia when you come here, Azul. But yeah, guys, when you do come here, you will see that the president is not fooling around. It's not only what he has recognized was something that a lot of people have not recognized, something that you guys made very special. And now, since we were talking about America, I do want to say something about Americans, because some of you guys might be like, oh, she doesn't want to be considered American. But guess what? America, you guys have been coming here more recently, here and also Cuba, because you guys have lived in America and your empire and your world where you thought it was perfect. Meanwhile, Canadians were traveling out. Canadians traveled to Cuba. Canadians traveled here. Canadians have all types of properties all the way in the countryside where they have been doing things here. But you know what? Americans didn't do it, because Americans had no reason to travel the world unless they were going to like Europe or something to go visit their homeland if they were immigrants. But Americans that were born and raised in America, they started to visit places like here, and they started to invest their money here. And a lot of the reason why Sosua is building up the way it is because of you Americans. So shouts out, daps, daps. You know, here that's how we say hi. We don't necessarily shake hands with a stranger. When we do see a stranger, we do that. But then when we do know someone from time, we hug, right? And I say we because I do consider myself somewhat Dominican now. I really do, with my talk show, with my YouTube channel, but also living in Los Charamicos and learning the language and being accepted here. I do consider myself Canadian. Obviously, I'll never let go of my Canadian roots, but Dominican, accept it. And so when I say we here, daps to you guys, daps. We don't call it daps here. It's not daps here. That's a Canadian word, a Jamaican Canadian word. Daps, brethren. That means brethren, brother, brethren. In the Bible, it's brethren. But in Jamaica, they have an accent and they put brethren. Downtown Toronto, we call it brethren. And so, wait, I'm just giving you a whole little history lesson here all at once. Fist pump. That's all you really need to know. But in my brain, when I do this, it's daps. And where I learned the word daps is from downtown Toronto from Jamaicans. Daps. Okay? So there's your little history lesson. Speaking about being here and being accepted, July 16th is going to be a Saturday. Next Saturday, 6 days from now. And usually I do a story time on that day because that's my Saturday story times. But I think I'm going to do my own story time on that day. My own story time. So if you guys are interested in my story and you guys want to know how I got here and what my life was like before, tune in. I don't know. I'm going to have to probably do it from it's probably going to be a 2-part series because Saturday and then Sunday, right? Because there's just so much to tell. A lot to tell, a lot of reason, a lot to tell, and a lot to talk about me. And I usually don't talk about myself too much, but there's a lot about me, and this is not to give props to myself either on Saturday. It's difficult for me because even a lot of people have said to me on the beach the other day when I was walking along the beach, they're like, what are you doing for your 4-year anniversary? And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to do anything. I'm just going to eat popcorn, sit at home, relax with my dog like I would always do. And, next year on the 5th year, I'm going to do something special. But I said the same thing when I came here for 3 months, and a lot of you guys were on my YouTube channel, and I'm like, 3 months, I'm going to do something special. And then I did the same thing when I said I'm going to do 6 months, I'm going to do something special. And then I said the same thing when I got to the 9 month, to the fact where one of my original viewers, he's like, I'm not going to watch you any longer. And I'm like, why? And he even said it during a video. He's like, I'm not going to watch you any longer. I couldn't do live to airs then because I didn't really do live to airs then, right? So it was my 9th month. And I'm like, guys, I'm going to do a 9-month special, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't do it. And he's like, I'm not going to watch you any longer. You keep saying you're going to do a special on it and you're not doing it. I don't want to hear it any longer. And I've never heard from him again. And then now it's 4 years later, and last year I did a little something special with my son on Facebook, and I didn't put it over on my YouTube channel, because YouTube doesn't allow you to do interviews with anyone unless it's StreamYard. And I didn't want to go through all that work, So hopefully YouTube by next year will allow me to do that. I was going to put my mom on, I was going to put my sisters on, all that stuff. But I don't know. I have 6 days to put something together. Maybe I can ask my sisters and my mom. They would all be so happy to do it. They'd be like, sure, Cerise, because they're all sweet like that. But I don't know if I'm ready for that. Like, it's just such a big deal. And I don't really want it to be that much of a big deal. Like, I rather do what I hear in the background right now. There's a guy he's going, maize, like maize. And he's talking about corn. He's selling corn in a wheelbarrow. I wish that I can bring you guys on a live to air. Oh my gosh. When I do live to airs on YouTube, they get sketchy if I even just move the camera a little bit. But when I do live to airs on Facebook, did you hear that? Hey, mais. Can you hear the guy? Can you call him for me, please? Tell him to come. My camera's about to give out, and the light. The owner here, I asked him, Ben. Here he is. He's the guy that does mais. Here, he's gonna be like, what are you doing here? Here. It's 50 pesos for one thing of corn. I just want him to come say hi. I'm so excited. I hope my camera doesn't give out because it's just almost the end of the battery. Hold on. This is what I want to do for my 4-year anniversary. Can you tell him rubia y dos? He knows. My name is Rubia here, and I always get 2 corns from him. The corns are so amazing, and he has a daughter that is special needs. Sí, yo quiero aquí en mi video. I want him to come in my video. Sorry, guys. I'm like, as you can tell, I'm just so excited. He lives here in Los Charamicos. He goes along the beach with a wheelbarrow, and he says, hey, maíz. Maíz means corn, but it's corn on the cob, and it's 50 pesos for a piece of corn, and it's the best corn ever in the world. You don't have to put butter on it or anything like that, or any salt or anything like that. And he has a special needs daughter. Oh no, my battery's gonna give out. Oh no. Ben. Hola. He's like, here's my amiga. Rápido, por favor, mi batería ahora es no bueno. Ben. Yo quiero promoción para ti. Ben. Ben en mi cámara. Ben. No, Ben.
Oh, tú eres mi amiga.
Sí.
Eso es bueno. ¿Cómo tú estás?
Ven acá to maíz.
Estamos muy bien, maíz,
Momento.
bueno, maíz.
Toma este.
Ujú.
Toma una. Okay, guys, look at this.
Así, muy bien.
Ven abajo. Okay.
Sí,
¿Cómo
muy
te
bien.
llamas?
Yo, Manolo Martínez Herrera, Manolo.
Okay. Y tú comprar este en
Sí.
Bate.
No. Eso viene de lejos, los mexicanos. De
Ok.
Gaspar Hernández, me lo envía aquí, a Sosua.
Oh, lo siento. No comprar. Tu 20 este en Sosua.
Sí, yo compro aquí, no.
No, he doesn't buy it here. I was mistaken. He doesn't buy here. He buys in the campo. To comprar en
Sí,
el campo.
donde quiera que aparezca lo buscan.
Sí. And I always buy 2. I always buy yo comprar 2 siempre. And it's 50 pesos. Se
Siempre
cuenta.
tú compras dos, siempre. Siempre
Sí.
te gusta ese maíz porque es bueno dulce.
Ven aquí, habla.
Es bueno dulce, bueno, el maíz. Es un maíz bueno, dulce, un maíz que tiene buen gusto.
See, this guy right here is top notch. And when I come to my 4-year anniversary, this is what I want to present to you guys. DC, oh, sorry, I need to Hey, listen, escúchame. Um, oh, Diaz, uh, no, 16.
16 maíz.
16
Maíz.
de julio
Sí,
es 4 años para mí aquí.
sí. Son
Entonces,
4 años.
es bueno para mí.
Sí,
Sí.
yo te he visto mucho, mucho y tú eres muy buena. Tú eres muy buena, una mujer que todo el mundo sonríe, muy bonita, muy buena, muy
Aw,
cariñosa.
gracias, gracias.
Ujú.
I almost forgot my Spanish for a second. I'm like, oh, how do I even say 16? But it's DC says. And I was like, on the 16th of July, I will be here for 4 years.
Muchas gracias.
De nada, muchas gracias.
Sí,
Ven
muchas
aquí
gracias.
abajo, abajo.
Y que Dios te siga bendiciendo. Busca de Dios, que el único poderoso es ese, el de arriba.
Sí.
Dios me ha dado la fuerza a
Ah,
mí para trabajar. El de
ah.
arriba,
Sí.
Dios me ha dado
Dios, Dios is God.
Dios me ha dado la fuerza para trabajar. Y nunca me canso ni nada, gracias a Dios.
Oh, sí. Oh, Dios te bendiga.
Sí, amén, soy cristiano
Okay,
por
amén.
muchos años en el Evangelio. Y me
A
siento
lot of
fortalecido.
years he has
Siento
pushed this cart.
fortalecido.
Ben,
Muy
Ben.
bueno, muy bueno. Buscar a Dios es bueno porque es el camino verdadero, no hay otro camino, es de Dios.
Sí. Gracias.
Ujú.
Gracias.
Que Dios te bendiga.
Okay. Dios te bendiga. See, guys, Amen. Amen means amen. Dios te bendiga means God bless you. And this is what I want to present to you guys on my 4-year anniversary. But I can't do that on YouTube because when I walk out into the streets, the feed is just so cheesy and it just goes choo, and I can't do it. So please, you guys, go on my Facebook, add me on Facebook. I'm going to do it on Facebook. But even if you don't add me on Facebook, what I'll do is I will screenshot the video and I will put it on. Hear him? Did you guys hear him? This corn is the best corn I've ever tasted in the world. Hold on. Look at how yellow it is. I don't know if you can see how yellow this corn is. It is amazing. And it's hot. Like this corn is hot. He puts it in buckets. So when you see him with his wheelbarrow and you see the white buckets and he takes it out, it's in hot, hot water. I don't know how he keeps them so warm, but he can go all along the beach over right there to where I have my talk show. Right now, I can't turn the camera around because I'm afraid that the battery's going to run out and that's it. But look at the beginning of my video where I showed you the view of the blue building and across the water. He goes all the way from here all the way to the other side of the beach and he sells every single day 7 days a week, and it's only 50 pesos, which is $1 for one piece of corn. And I know you guys might be thinking, oh, that's expensive. It's not expensive because it's really delicious, the proper taste of salt, and I don't like a lot of salt. Proper taste of salt, proper taste of freshness. It's amazing. Guys, I love you. I'm at Azul right now. Thank you to Azul, Noelia, and Noelia's husband for allowing me to be here and do this video all this time right now. Guys, I don't know what I'm going to do for July 16, my video, but I'm going to do a story time and I'm going to talk live. Maybe I'll do it from my apartment. And then after my apartment, I'll tell you guys, come walk with me in the street. How about we do that? That's going to be amazing. I have my plan now. See, content creator. So what we're going to do is this. You guys come along with me. I'm going to sit on my balcony and I'm going to talk until my battery runs out, like what I'm doing right now. And then I'm going to bring you guys with me into the streets of Los Charamicos. And I'm going to show you guys the real Dominican neighborhood where I live and where the people have embraced me as family. I don't even know what to say because I don't even know who I'm going to meet on that day. I'm not going to set any meetings up. I'm not going to set any people up. I'm just going to walk and talk and I'm going to put it on Facebook because when I'm on Facebook, it's not so sketchy. The feed is actually okay and I can walk and talk. Like if you guys right now, after this video, you go on my Facebook, Cerise Fairfax, the same as my YouTube channel, and you guys go and scroll down a little bit, you guys will be able to see my live to air on Wednesday, and you guys will be able to see that I'm leaving in a restaurant and I'm walking to the studio and I'm going upstairs. Clean feed, totally clean feed, and it doesn't get choppy. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. That's my plan, guys. I just made it right now with you guys, and I don't know how to read the messages right now because if I dare touch the camera right now, it's going to probably just cut out, right? Because every time when I try to turn the light up on my phone, right now I don't see any light. Right now I just see a little dim version of me. But if I pull down the screen and I try to increase the light, then that's only going to be for me so I can see myself, and I don't want to do that. And I also don't want to turn the camera around because that takes a lot out of my camera while the battery is low. Okay, so all I want to say is thank you. I'm so glad I can put that corn guy on air. That's what I want to do on my 4-year anniversary. Maybe my 5-year anniversary, I'll introduce you to the rest of my family, you know. But my family, you guys can all see on Facebook. You guys can all see, like, all over. I'll tell you more about me, if you want to know more about me. But I want to tell you more about how I even came here, how I stay here financially. That's a big thing, right? A lot of you guys wonder about the money factor and how much it costs for me to live here, cost of living. And I think that's a big thing too. But I'm going to be talking a lot about cost of living as well on Tuesday. Tomorrow, make sure you guys join me on Monday. I'm going to be talking about a random video. It's going to be why Dominican Republic, why a lot of people are choosing to come here. Tuesday is going to be about how you can make money while you're here. And then Wednesday, I'm going to do a relationship talk. I'm going to talk, I'm doing for the first time ever, I'm going to do a reaction video. There is an American woman, and Juan, he sent me a video on WhatsApp about a woman who's like talking, ladies, this is what you should do. You need to get yourself a rich man, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what is all this about? So I'm going to do a reaction video because Relationship Wednesdays is what I do on Wednesdays. And then Thursdays, I put up information about my talk show, Living Good. And this week, I'm going to have on a woman called Vanessa. She's a Dominican woman, and she owns a cafe, but it's not a cafe. It's a beautiful, classy, fancy restaurant across from Envy. A lot of you guys go by it. It's not expensive. It looks expensive on the outside because everything's black and sleek and gorgeous, and the workers are all wearing beautiful uniforms. But that's just because she was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. But she actually takes that practice and puts it into her business here on Pedro Clisante across from Envy. And she has apartments upstairs. Amazing. She's wonderful. But then also, I'm going to have her on Thursday. And then Friday, I'm going to put the update about my weight loss. I always do that, weight loss. Because it is difficult to lose weight, but I have been somewhat disciplined. I haven't been gaining weight. I have lost some weight. Haven't been exercising as much as I know I should, but I will be this week. So it's always an up and down thing, but at least I'm not gaining, and I am consistently losing, and I'm feeling great. And then Saturday is when I'm going to do my live to air, which I just came up with the idea to do for my 4-year anniversary, July 16th. And I'm going to do a nice live to air on my terrace. I'll show you guys what my apartment looks like. I'll show you guys what Los Charamicos looks like. But then when I leave my apartment, I'm going to transfer the video over to Facebook. And then if you guys add me on Facebook, again, my same name, Cerise Fairfax, we will roll together down the street of Los Charamicos right here, so you can see that it is safe, it is beautiful, it is family, it is wonderful. I love it. You need to meet the locals, and you need to understand why I live here and why this is the #1 destination of the whole entire Caribbean. And then the next day, Sunday, will be again like what we're doing right now, Sosua Sundays. So, oh my gosh, I just said all that without the camera giving out. So now I'm just going to say thank you, everyone, for joining me. I'm on my way home right now, and I'm just 2 minutes away from home. I have Noche with me. She's yipping and yapping at me. She's like, ah, like, woman, what are you doing? You know, because she saw the corn guy come. When the corn guy comes on the beach, it's usually at this time every day. Like, oh, it's 2 o'clock today. No, it's not 2 o'clock right now. Oh, it's 4 o'clock, right? Yeah, he usually